Let's go back to that story about the ANC in the Free State saying it's all systems go for its elective conference. As you'll know, there have been several postponements in electing new leadership since the Free State Provincial Executive Committee of the ANC was dissolved in 2018. Some members are unhappy with the current Provincial Interim Committee and have filed court papers to have it disbanded. But the committee is planning to go ahead with the conference later this month. Let's bring in our senior reporter, Siphamandla Goge, who is out in Bloemfontein and tracking that story for us. So, Siphamandla Goge, the latest then, as far as the Provincial Interim Committee is concerned, it's all systems go for this conference, despite the cries of certain sections within the body of the organization about their leadership.
That is correct. The Interim Provincial Committee says by the end of October they would be able to convene the long-delayed provincial conference. They've attempted on a number of occasions before. They've failed dismally to do so. They are citing technical glitches within the ANC system, but most importantly, their structures are not in good standing. Their branches have not had their BBGMs, and the branch general meetings have not taken place, and the structures in the Free State are in disarray, something that their own president, Cyril Ramaphosa, has conceded that it remains a very huge challenge. So what is happening right now is that you've got the Interim Provincial Committee of the ANC in the Free State pushing hard to have that conference by the end of October. They do not have a choice. It's a constitutional requirement to have this provincial conference of the ANC, to allow the members of the ANC from branch level, zone and regions to participate in the body politics of the ANC in any province of the governing party. That has not been happening. The IPC has been given time. In fact, they were appointed to prepare the province for the provincial conference, but they failed on that mandate. But Siphamandla, who is the convener of the Interim Provincial Committee of the ANC in the Free State, is adamant that they are ready for the conference, which is long delayed. The Free State and the Western Cape are the only two provinces of the ANC that have not convened their provincial conferences. Let's take a listen to Mr. Tugwana.
Contrary to a view that we are refusing to go to a conference, we are ready. The structures are ready. The challenge that we are facing has been this process of digitizing the membership of the ANC, the QR codes, and also some of the challenges that we are facing. And some of the BBGMs have been postponed due to challenges and glitches in that space. Once this is corrected, we are good and to go to a conference of the ANC. But the most important thing, more than people thinking of just going to the conference of the ANC, the most important thing is actually taking people to understand what this renewal is all about. You can't change things if you do not change your mindset, if you do not change the way you perceive things. And this is what we are engaged in.
So there is no fixed date for the provincial conference yet?
We will be recommending to the National Executive Committee, because we gave them the roadmap that ended on the 30th of September, when we were supposed to go to a conference. And now in our last meeting as the IPC, we recommended that we should actually look towards the end of October. And this is subject to the approval by National Executive Committee.
I've said before, Siphamandla, and I still maintain that the Free State and the Northwest are the two provinces of the ANC where a whole area of law, of specialty in law, could develop the so-called ANC versus ANC area of law. And this time around, even as Mxolisi Dukwana and others are very confident they are going to conference, surprise, surprise, some members are going to court.
Indeed, and those who've been following ANC politics from national level and provincial level in the Free State, they know of the Ramakatsa judgment. And I can tell you that this province of the ANC, the Free State, is very used to legal challenges. Almost all the previous provincial executive committees have had to face legal challenges. Now, as we speak, in preparation for the provincial conference that is long delayed, some members have taken the interim provincial committee to court. They are arguing that their term of office has lapsed. They failed on their mandate to take the province to the provincial conference. They want the National Executive Committee to deploy a national task team that will come down to the Free State to oversee the political affairs of the ANC in this province. They are even threatening to go to court to interdict the upcoming 55th National Conference of the ANC if their grievances are not listened to and resolved before the branch delegates are selected to go to Nasrec for the National Conference of the ANC. One of them explains. Let's take a listen.
That one, I'm not sure that is going to happen. Even if you can just check, you can ask them, how many branches did they go to PPGMs? You can see it. There's no movement. There's no movement at all. It's because of the division that they made. But indeed, it's our right. It's my right as a good standing member to participate in the life of the organization. It's my right to make sure that I make input in the policy that is going to govern the organization, and in particular the policy that is going to govern the government for the next coming 5 years. If they deny me that right, there's no any way that I can go. I must go to court so that the court could fight for me. And you can even see those IRC and even the IPC, they don't listen to court. And you can just ask yourself, the ANC should be the custodian of the court law. The ANC should be the one that's leading to show that our own community should respect the laws. But what they did, they disobeyed that court order. That's why we go to a court. And then the court will be the one that will be the final arbitrator for us.
And in that vein, Siphamandla, there are one or two attorneys in that area of Bloemfontein who have made it their specialty that whenever ANC members can't agree on a point, we stand ready to take the matter to court. But while all of this is happening, Siphamandla, the ANC president, Cyril Ramaphosa, has been in the province this weekend with the Letsema campaign. What's his take on the challenges bedeviling the province of the Free State and its structures?
He's adamant that the province needs to go for that provincial conference. He concedes that the party structures in this province, most of them are not functioning properly. Some of the branches are not in good standing. But it's not only the Free State, by the way, that is facing challenges. Even the Western Cape is facing challenges. But the leagues of the ANC, including the ANC Youth League, the ANC Women's League, they all have outstanding conferences that they need to convene. They have been postponing. ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa leading the Letsema campaign, which is designed to revive and renew the organization. But at the center of that renewal project really is to have properly functioning structures and branches in good standing. And in the Free State currently, that is not happening. But the president of the ANC is hopeful that this province will get it right. They will convene their eagerly awaited provincial conference. Let's listen to him.
Both at provincial level, at regional level and at branch level, the ANC is coming alive. Also in this province, which was hugely challenged in the past, we can see that the Letsema program is really coming into its own, and people are focusing on strengthening the branches of the ANC and making sure that they are not only ready for conferences, but ready to serve our people. The province should be going to a conference soon, and through that, we will be able to lift the revival of the branches of the ANC.
All right, that's the ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa ending that reporting there by our senior reporter, Siphamandla Goge. And we continue. I mean, it's, 9 weeks or so to the ANC's National Elective Conference. It does seem that it's going to be a long 9 weeks in some parts of the country for the ANC.